So this is Charles Whitmer from the Cumberland Center for Justice and Peace. You threw this the post-rally party of the Gay Straight Alliance at Franklin County High School. How has the day been for you? And you've got a great party going on here.
Yeah, it's going great. You know, I have to admit, it's one of those things you never know how many people are going to show up. So it looks like the pizza and drinks have been gone through, which is a good thing. But it's really encouraging to see this many people in Winchester downtown on a Monday night. You know, 100 people celebrating the formation of this GSA club. It's really, really encouraging.
Based on what you heard at the Board of Education meeting tonight, do you feel pretty confident that the Gay Straight Alliance has got a secure future in Franklin County?
Well, it seemed like 2/3 of the people there, from my rough count, were very much the supporters. And I would certainly hope that the schools would choose not to get rid of all clubs just to spite one club. So I hate to make predictions, but it seems like there's a lot of support for LGBT students here in Franklin County.
And of course, we'll talk about the Cumberland Center for Peace, Justice and Peace. You're not all about Gay Straight Alliance. You're about a whole bunch of things. Tell us what some of them are. Tell us what your mission is again.
Our mission is, since 1987, has been to promote justice and peace in the South Cumberland Plateau area. And we generally define that as maybe a 50-mile radius around Sewanee. But we're interested in everything from youth programs, empowering students to be future leaders, voter registration. There's a lot of things going on. We've been a variety of projects over the years, and you can check out our website at ccjp.org to get in touch with us or to see what's coming up in the future, what some current events are.
All right. Charles Whitmer from the Cumberland Center for Peace, Justice and Peace, and you'll be able to see Charles on a full interview with us on the County Buzz in the week after next. Well, we're here with the two co-founders of the Gay Straight Alliance, Josh Daly and Christian Cox.
Yes.
We had an interview with them earlier, but that was before today. Today was a pretty big day for you all.
Yes, sir.
What did you think of the Board of Education meeting and the rally?
I thought the rally was really great because we had all these supporters, come down from everywhere to support our group and what we will become in the future.
And how about you?
The rally was amazing. It was very inspirational. I met a lot of new people and a lot of new sponsors and stuff that want to sponsor us, and that was awesome. The board meeting, I think it was very productive, and we got our point across. After the meeting, I spoke with some of the adults, and they're in better understanding now. And I think eventually with what we're doing at Franklin County High School, we can put it into the unknown.
Yeah. Well, when you started trying to form this last fall.
Yes.
And here we are, February. You've had 2 meetings so far.
Yes.
So you're on the pathway, and you feel secure about the future of the Gay Straight Alliance at High School.
We do.
We do.
I'm very excited about it. I'm very proud. Soon I'm moving to Nashville, and he's graduating. So hopefully we can train the new leads of our group to be able to stand strong and to keep our foundation in the group and to make it spread out and bring it to something new.
Let's go 5 years into the future. There's a young man or young woman who goes to Franklin County High School, and they discover a Gay Straight Alliance there. How different is that going to make their life from what you two had to go through in your respective schools?
I think that it's going to make it a lot different. When we came into the high school, there was a lot of hatred, and there was a lot of people that didn't understand us. And it was a misunderstanding when we got there. And I think 5 years into the future from this, there will be a better understanding of the LGBT community and the GSA and what we're doing for them. And I think in about 5 years that people would accept more.
And I also think that in about 5 years, with us starting this group, they could be more open to who they are. And they don't have to hide themselves, they can be themselves. And it's just great knowing that we've started this group and the fact that they don't have to hide anymore.
Josh Daly, Christian Fox, thank you very much. Good show today, gentlemen. And I'm with Paige Regan.
Paige Regan.
Paige Regan, excuse me, I didn't mean to mispronounce
you're
it,
fine,
but you're from
fine.
Nashville?
From Nashville, Tennessee, yeah.
And you are here for what reason?
I was here to stand in solidarity with the students who created the GSA, and just to be here as a presence to really affirm how necessary such a club is.
Yeah, so you were at the meeting tonight.
I was.
How do you think, how would you have read that meeting to gather what sort of is going on in Franklin County?
I got a good read for the meeting. It seems like we had about 2/3 of the people there in support of the GSA. Seemed like a lot of the conflict was held at bay out of respect for the board, and it sounds like, given they did a lot of the discussion on policies and I mean, kind of the bread and butter elements of a club, I think it looks good for us.
Yeah. Franklin County is, of course, we're a very rural community in the most southern part of Tennessee.
Sure.
We're all red states down here. Do you think that this kind of activities that's happening in Franklin County is happening in other rural areas? And are we ever going to get to the day, Paige, when we just look at each other as two human beings and we don't worry about what gender we are?
Well, I sure hope so. I mean, it's unfortunate that a lot of times it's tension that creates understanding, but I think a combination of the tension and publicity, I think a lot more of these dialogues will start to happen, and hopefully the outcome will be understanding and just people taking a step back and recognizing this is about human right to be safe and have a space to be yourself.
Yeah. So do you represent a group of any kind, Paige? Or are you
I do. So I coordinate 3 LGBT youth empowerment programs in Nashville. Because I'm here as a representative of myself and not the agency, I won't give any names.
I gotcha.
But we see about, I think we've had at least 80 young people since August come through our doors. Some of our young people, particularly transgender youth, travel over 70 miles one way to get to our group meetings.
Well, tell me, in terms of your particular group and the kind of folks that you're working with, are you political, and are you going to participate in this upcoming election?
Absolutely. Again, though, my politics are Paige's politics. We try as an agency not to be politically affiliated. One of the groups I work with is an activism-based group, so clearly there's going to be an undercurrent of politics there. But I'll absolutely participate in the upcoming election.
Good. No, I wasn't trying to ask you which side. I just wanted to know if you were going to be activist politically as well as in the social organization.
Absolutely. I mean, it's sometimes all we have is our vote, so I will use it.
All right.
Absolutely.
Paige Regan, thank you so much for being with us today. This is Gary Wright. Gary, welcome to the post-rally at Franklin County. You're from Alabama, and you came up for this rally for the Gay Straight Alliance?
I did. I came all the way from Arab. We brought a truck full of supporters and allies from the Huntsville area, Free to Be, and we're here to show our support for this great Franklin County turnout. I mean, these kids are amazing, and they're standing up for the rights and what is legally theirs. And this is the future of America. Franklin County has so many reasons to be proud of these kids and what they're doing here today.
Now, you have something of a history with the gay straight issues. Why don't you tell us about those and your history in Alabama?
Sure. Well, I grew up in a rural area of Alabama, and I only wish that we had a gay straight alliance in my school when I was growing up. I lost a lot of friends to suicide and to violence, and they would still be here with us today. If only they would have had the support network of the GSA. So I think Franklin County will hopefully become the model for the rest of the country. We need these in all the schools. And I think some of the comments made at tonight's school board meeting justify the fact that we've got a long way to go, both with parents and the children. And I think forming an alliance where there's a dialogue that's constructive and in a safe place is a logical place to start.
Do you think that based on what you saw at the meeting at the Franklin County High School tonight, do you think Franklin County is on that pathway for a more reasonable adult conversation about gay straight issues?
Yes, I think we've already seen it happen in the beautiful thing about it, Franklin County has come together and they're actually talking about these issues now. Before it was just a taboo subject. And the beautiful thing about it is this has spread now to not just the country, but around the world. Everyone is watching what's happening tonight here in Franklin County. And you guys are the model. It should be looked on upon these kids for what they're doing. These are your heroes. This is the future of America, and you have so much to be proud of tonight. And it's an honor to be here to celebrate with you guys.
And I understand, and we certainly understand the feelings that are going on in this particular group. But before we go, would you tell, there's a dad and a mom out there whose child has come to them and said, I'm not sure I'm a boy, or I'm not sure I'm a girl, I'm having confusion. What are you going to tell those parents right now?
The biggest thing is to never ever abandon your child. Let them know that you love them unconditionally. And even for their parents, there are resources out there. There's PFLAG, school organizations like GSA, to where not only just the students can get the support, but the parents can have peers and they can talk about the same issues, because this is an issue that all families are going to have to deal with and face, and we need to do it in a loving and accepting manner, not hate-filled and antagonistic conversational manner. It needs to be in a safe place where we can have these dialogues. And if you look around tonight, that's what's happening. So this is a historic night for Franklin County, and it's such a pleasure to be here and celebrate with you guys. And I hope you're all very proud of these kids.
Thank you, Gary. That's Gary Wright from Arab, Alabama. We've got two guests that came to this post-rally party behind San Miguel's, and I'll ask you to introduce yourself, please. You are?
I'm Meredith.
Meredith, and?
I'm Henry.
Henry. And GLSEN plus U equals change. So tell us about GLSEN.
It's the Gay, Lesbian, Straight Educational Network. We focus on helping GSAs get started up, legal priorities, and educators. Helping to educate people in schools.
Is this a national organization?
Yeah.
And you're with a Nashville chapter?
Yes.
Is there just one chapter in Nashville?
It's the Middle Tennessee chapter, but we also have people come from Kentucky, like Southern Kentucky, to come help us.
Okay, so do you find a lot of events like this? Have you ever seen an event like this in Tennessee before?
I haven't. I mean, we host stuff kind of like this, little raising money, or a gay prom, which happens every year.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen a rally. I haven't been to a rally like this.
So what did you go to the Board of Education meeting and the rally at the school? So what are your impressions with tonight and the Franklin County students? Are they holding their own here?
Yeah, I think they're doing a really good job. Trying to start this up. And I think that the school board is becoming a little bit more open to the idea of it. That's what they made it sound like tonight, at least.
Yeah, the students are really confident, and I'm just really surprised to see that there was more people there to support the GSA than to oppose it, because I come from a rural county myself, so in my county there's more opposition than there is support, so it was just good to see that there was more support here.
Yes. Well, we still have a county commission to deal with. They just recently went through a proposal that would have asked the Supreme Court to negate the ruling. So the Franklin County Commission is not quite on board this as is apparently the school board. But thank you for coming by, and thanks for stopping in and talking to the Franklin County Buzz. We're here for the folks in Franklin County. Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you.